What is up, guys? My name is Toxic10 and today I will be showing you how to solve the level 5 cast dial. Now before we start, I'm going to point out that there are a lot of videos that show you how to solve these, but they don't quite specify enough what you need and how you should solve this puzzle. So today, I'm going to be providing you all the detail you'll ever need to solve this again and again. So first of all, let's get right to this. This puzzle took me a solid hour to take apart. And another hour to put back together. The hour to put back together I regret. But anyways, let's get up to how to solve this. So the first way to solve this is to first of all noticed here that there are the rings. They're not the same. This one right here is slightly thicker than this one right here. So you want to put and then if you look at the actual puzzle, look at this. Right there. This side is thicker. This one on top is thicker than the one on the bottom. So you put the thinner ring on the thinner side, which would be the one that says dial. Put the thinner ring on the one that says dial. So we're good now. This is the position in which it will open because now they can slide apart how it should be. Anyways, now what you want to do is turn this dial. You dial it in so it goes directly up and down. And this one, you're going to want to hold like this and turn it so it kind of crosses, kind of not directly pointing at this point, but kind of just Xing it out, basically. And now if I guessed it on the first time, it will open. Well, no, it didn't. I wasn't right the first time. So the thing about this puzzle is that this could happen 4 different ways. Either this one is in the right orientation, and this one is in the right orientation, or this one is in the wrong orientation, and this one is in the right one. See, they look the same. This is basically looking the same as before, even though it's not. Or this one could be in the right orientation, and this one could be in the wrong one. Is this actually it? No. So it's actually this one. So they both have to be like this. So this one's right, and this one's right. Now it will open. See? It'll slightly open. So even though this looks exactly the same as this, it will not open because there's 4 different ways. Either it's right here, wrong here, and right here. Right here, wrong there, or they're both wrong. It could happen 4 different ways. But this here is the way. So let me just fix this because it got a little out of dilation. Alright. So yeah, basically, there you go. Alright. So now, what I want to recommend is to stop right here and look at how it looks. Alright. So you need if you want to look at how the orientation should be, you can pause that right there. Because this one, it's easy enough. Just go straight up and down. But this one is a little tougher to get. So, I'm going to let you look at that. Alright, now what I want you to do is notice how my puzzle has some scratches. Alright, let's try to focus that. Notice that my puzzle has the tiniest scratch right there. Right at the end of my finger. That's the tiniest scratch, which is what I go by, and knowing that this side with the tiny scratch will go up. And now yours might not have this scratch, but look for things on your dial that will point out where it is that it should go. So this is how I distinguish mine, with that tiny, tiny scratch right there that will go upwards to solve it. On the other side, there's also some scratches too. There's an even tinier scratch. Let's try to get the lighting on there. It's like a chip, most likely. So let me get an actually, no, I'm good. So what we need, there you go, you can kind of see it now. It's a tiny chip right there that goes upwards. So just look for these things on your puzzle that show you that this is the right orientation. Look for tiny scratches, look for anything that basically points out that this is the right side. And now you will never stumble across these wrong orientations again. So now that you've done this, what you need to do is turn this one a full, like this. Yeah, fully like that. Now, keep in mind that if this is your first time solving it, if this is going to be your first time taking it apart, it's going to be extremely difficult because you barely got it. So I'll show you how to loosen it up later. It requires no oil or anything. Alright, so now what you need to do, this is going to be an extremely difficult move if it's your first time. What you want to do is spin this one backwards while you try to, so you have to spin the one on the left backwards, and while trying to spin the one on the right backwards, which is not going to happen until you're in the right orientation. You'll hear the click. You heard that? Now this will end up pointing at the dial, and now from here you just use the force, the gravity, and just keep spinning it counterclockwise. Just keep spinning it, and it'll eventually just fall into place. Alright, this is a little macabre. Alright, there you go. It's working now. As much as you need it to, just keep doing it. And then once it's like this, all you gotta do is go from behind and push. It's not quite there yet. Just one more. There you go. Now all you need to do is push from behind this one. Push that ring, and it'll fall right apart. Alright, so now I'm gonna get right to the rebuilding process quickly. So keep an eye that if you want to do this by yourself, it's relatively easy. Just remember that which ring goes on which. So on this side, if you want to, you're going to get straight to solving it, alright? So this goes like this. Alright, get that little, focus. Alright, so get that little cracker here pointing at this little line right here. Get that pointing at there. Put this one down, grab this one, and get this one to point like this. Get the line in between these two. Flip it over. Actually, I did that wrong. Actually, so this is the one you need to hold. This is the one you need to hold. Now keep in mind, I should have said the keep in mind thing. The one with the little spikes goes on the dial one. So let's put this back where it was and try to do this fast. So keep this one. So put this one on the floor, and let's decline this call. Alright, so now what you need to do is have it like this, right? Alright, damn. And try to keep it like that while you spin it backwards. Now what you need to do is hold this one in position, the one on my right hand, and then kind of push this one inwards. Push the little spiky ring inwards so the thing can fit right in, like that. Now what you need to do is spin. Now all you need to do is spin the dial clockwise and keep spinning it. Oh geez, it's a little getting stuck on mine. There you go. So just spin it, keep spinning, and keep spinning until it goes in, and it's just gonna work its way by itself. It doesn't need any specific moves or anything, as the putting back together is really easy. But this is what got me, because I did not know how to put it back together, and so I got annoyed, and it took me a full hour to figure out that you need to tuck the spikes in, which is something I'm not proud of at all. There you go. Completely went back in. Now all you need to do is just shuffle it to give it to a friend, and most importantly, keep this one on the wrong side. So don't worry. Alright, so now we're good. Okay, so that's basically how to solve it. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me on how to solve the cast dial. My name is Toxic10. Don't forget to please leave a like and subscribe for this extremely detailed puzzle solving video. See you later.